Okay, good day everyone. My name is Alan Suryawijaya and welcome back to the class. Before we going to the material, I will recall the last material that we have discussed, which is season, include summer, spring, winter, and fall or autumn. And the next one is about what is the temperature and what is the wind, what is the cloud, and etc. And for the today material, we will continue for those topic and begin with type of weather and explore what makes each type of weather unique. So let's begin. The first thing that we need to explore is what is the weather? This is the definition of weather. And the next one is regular weather and versus severe weather. There is a different characteristic and different condition about this weather. And the last one, student, we will talk about the types of severe weather. And there is an exercise in the end of this lesson, and also I will give you some additional exercises if you want in the description below. So don't forget to check the description and let's continue. Before we going to the topic, so students, what are the scenes? Is there any difference? I will give you 5 seconds to answer it. Okay, time's up, everyone. So there's a difference between the scenes. The first one, the A, show rainy scenes. Both of them show rainy scenes, but the difference A and B is the A is more calm and the second one is stormy. There's a thunder and tornado. And for the picture A, it is the example of regular rainy weather. For the second one is example of severe weather. So let's begin again. For the end of the lesson, I hope you were able to describe a weather, differentiate between regular from the severe weather, and the last one, identify the types of severe weather. It is bad, extreme, or intense like that. So let's move on. What is the weather? Is it what is happening outside? Of course, it includes daily change in sunlight, wind, snow, rain, or temperature. This sunlight, wind, snow, rain, and temperature we have learned in the last lesson. So let's move on to our main topic is the what the difference between regular weather and the severe weather. So for simplicity, there is a definition for both of them. The regular weather is outside condition you experience daily, like a sunny, rain, cloudy, or snowy in certain Earth atmosphere. And for the severe weather, that's the dangerous part. It can damage properties and result in lost human life. Ooh, that's scary, right? So that's okay. So let's move on to the main topic. Weather, the sunny. No clouds blocking the sunlight and the temperature is warm. Sunny days are most common in the spring and summer, but there is exception. It can also happen in the autumn and winter, but they usually less warm in this season. And for the rainy one is when the water falling from the sky. The sky means the cloud. In the rainy day, there are some of countries in the world that like every day there is a rain happening for hour. The example of that is in Indonesia. So, without further ado, let's move on again. The next one about the cloudy and snowy. The weather cloudy is when there is a lot of cloud in the sky, and also in the cloudy day can be cold because there is not so much sunlight. This is kind of the opposite way of the sunny day, but this is different about snow, different than the snowy. And the next one is about snowy weather. There's a cold and snowflakes piles up, which means the temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius. There is cold, but there is activities that children like skiing or tossing snowball each other. That's kind of fun, right? So before we going to the severe weather, there are four types of regular weather. The first one is sunny day, second one is rainy, the third one is cloudy, and the last one is snowy. So let's move on to the severe weather. This is the dangerous weather in the world. So let's begin. The first one is the tornado. Tornado is a giant tube of air spinning violently, which means sometimes tornado occur in the warm air and it's create kind of like thunderstorm, and that's dangerous for the human in the environment also. And the next one is for the cyclone. It is a circular storm containing strong wind and rain. It is usually happen in the ocean and water. It is dangerous for the human because there's a fisherman in the ocean and the sea, and they also kind of engage with this cyclone sometimes. I hope they are good in the good way, in the good condition, I mean. So let's move on to the blizzard and thunderstorm. Blizzard is snowstorm with strong winds. This only occur in the winter season or snowy weather, but the effect of blizzard kind of dangerous for human because a lot of crops die, and sometimes blizzard occur for several days, sometimes a month or a week. That's really dangerous for the human. And the last severe weather for our topic is thunderstorm. It's a storm with lightning and thunder. This is occur during a tornado and cyclone and in the rainy days. That is the dangerous of the thunderstorm. From the sky you can get struck by the lightning. That is the dangerous part of thunderstorm. The suggestion when thunderstorm is get to the shelter as soon as possible. There is a flash flood. This occur after the heavy rainy days. It is a quick flowing for the low-lying land. Oh, the next one is what heat wave, a period of extremely hot weather. This occur mostly happen in the summer, sometimes above 40 degrees Celsius. Ooh, that's so hot. So let's move on. Okay, there are six types of severe weather, right? Tornado, cyclone, blizzard, thunderstorm, flash flood, and heat wave. And the next one is about our exercise about severe weather. So I give it you the 10 seconds to answer it. I hope it is easy for you. Okay, time's up. So let's find the answer. Bam, bam. The first one is blizzard because there are snow and cold. And the second one, there's a lightning and thunder. And the third one, flash flood because there is a water and rain. I hope all of your answer is correct. So let's wrap up this lesson. So weather is outside condition that you experience every day, and severe weather or extreme and dangerous weather that can damage properties and in result loss of human life. And also there are types of severe weather include tornadoes, cyclone, blizzard, thunderstorm, flash flood, and heat wave. And I hope all of you paying attention for this lesson. I put all of the reference in the link description below. And also, if you want to participate in an additional assignment, there's also a assignment for you to participate in the link in the description down below. So, bye bye. See you in the next lesson.